action as we come to you live from the arena in San Juan on Studio 23, brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. Welcome to the main event this Saturday afternoon. The 8-2 second best team in the league, Ateneo de Manila Lady Eagles, taking on the 6-4 Adamson Lady Falcons, looking to go up in the standings as they are stuck in a three-way tie so far. Good afternoon, everybody. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik sa amin on Studio 23. Eric Tipan alongside Ann Remulla.
Hi, Eric. It's a sea of blue here inside the arena. Hindi ko nga alam is it for the Ateneo fans or the Adamson fans?
That's right. Both are obviously blue hues, the teams, and it's going to be some sort of an aerial battle, so to speak, between these two teams, the Lady Eagles and the Lady Falcons. So take a look at the team standings to give you a picture of what we were talking about, yung three-way tie na gustong iwasan ng Adamson.
Well, that's right. Here you can see that Ateneo currently is safely secured here, second place. But just as you mentioned, ito ngayon, the three-way tie, Adamson University tied with FEU and UST, all with 6 wins and 4 losses. So it means that, all of the remaining games that they have, it's very important na maipanalo nila for them to make it to the top 4.
Just to give you a brief background between these two teams, last year they split their two meetings, so there's a lot of blood between these two teams, and in their last game it was a stretched out, long, hard-fought 5-setter, which Ateneo won, as we will take a look at some of the stats there. But obviously both teams are very high in their level of competition, and they will slug it out today and give their best to keep their respective standings.
Of course, on both ends, they have different goals. For Ateneo this time around, to prove that they can probably end this game in a much shorter manner, probably in straight set. Meanwhile, for the Adamson Lady Falcons, what they want to prove is that malamang nasilat lang sa kanilang game na yun, and they can actually beat Ateneo this time around. As we take a look at the results of that previous game, like what you've mentioned, Eric, it was a grueling 5-set match. It was very tight across all of the sets that both these teams played.
Now, how rare is it, Anne, that both teams have 103 points, and then one team actually wins over the other when both have almost the same output?
That's right. Well, if you look at the statistics in terms of skills, you'll see here kung saan nanggaling, yung kung bakit even ang score nila. Looking at the attack points, 53 for the Lady Eagles, 60 for the Lady Falcons. But Ateneo de Manila actually outperformed the Lady Falcons when it comes to blocking, as they scored 5 as compared to only 2 of the Lady Falcons. Pero yung service aces, ito, nagkatapatan yung dalawang team, 7 all. But when it came to the opponent's errors, there were just more for the Lady Falcons at 38 and 34 for the Lady Eagles.
Obviously, both teams have looked at these statistics coming into today's game, and Adamson will try to make the adjustments necessary to get the win against Ateneo. Obviously, Ateneo already had the key in the first game, and they will try to maintain that coming into today's game. Now let's talk about Ateneo and their last game, their performance so far here in the second round of eliminations. They have been cruising along, coming off back-to-back wins, and Pilka Englet, number 3 leading scorer in the league, has really been one of the factors for Ateneo and their run here in the second half of the eliminations.
Well, that's right. You talked about Pilka Englet, and the leadership and the maturity that she's really showing on this season has done a big help to the squad in, helping them reach where they stand now. So there on your screens again is the results of that game against UE, where Ateneo won in straight sets. It seemed like a very easy match for Ateneo. Even when it came to the skills, you see in attack points, they scored 38 as compared to only 18 of the Lady Warriors. And in terms of service aces as well, they had a field day, 10 service aces as compared to only 4 of the Lady Warriors.
Now, obviously, Ateneo will want to make this a quicker game here today, and in the last game, the first set was won by Adamson over Ateneo. Now we'd like to find out how they would, how they can get the first set instead of coming from behind. As earlier, Tiff Atendido chat with Gretchen Ho.
So kalaban niyo today, Adamson. In the first round, 5 sets yung sila nilaro. And it seemed like in that game, Adamson had the early advantage. What should you guys do today in order to avoid the same scenario?
I think we should take the lead early on, and magsipag pala kami mula sa simula kasi malakas talaga yung depensa nila, so kailangan namin magtiyaga sa loob ng court.
Okay, the elimination round is almost over. What should Ateneo do in order to end the elimination round strong?
I think we should sweep all of the games left so that we'll be able to gain momentum for the semifinals.
Alright, good luck in your game later. That was Lady Eagles, Gretchen Ho.
Lofty goals by one of the most popular Lady Eagles. If you visit the Ateneo campus, I mean, her poster is all over, literally all over the place. Gretchen Ho. And what do you think about that, Anne? Sweeping the rest of the eliminations.
Well, I think it's a good goal, and for the Ateneo Lady Eagles, what they really want to secure is, talagang masecure nila yung solo second. And of course, hindi mo rin naman gagawing goal ang matalo. They have 4 remaining games left. What they want is to end this round strong.
Because there is a possibility of them falling and tying with the rest of the bottom teams sa ating top 5 in the standings. Now let's talk about the Adamson Lady Falcons. Back-to-back wins also for them against the teams below 500 in the standings, so not really a true test of their capability, but nevertheless, wins are wins here in the UAAP. And the last game they had was against the struggling Lady Maroons of University of the Philippines, and that was a 3-set sweep of UP.
Well, the Lady Falcons had their ups and downs here in season 74, pero nakikita natin the team still remains positive, as you can see the results of that last game against UP, where they swept the match in straight sets and in a very easy fashion. Although here, what I'd like to note is the fact that in set number 3, the team seemed to have relaxed. If you look at the score, it was 15-19 for UP, pero pagdating ng set number 3, it went up all the way to 23.
Which is sometimes the case when teams become overconfident and relaxed going into the final set.
But nonetheless, if you look at their statistics in terms of attacking, they scored 39 as compared to 20 of UP. They had more blocks as well and more service aces. But one thing they may need to control is the number of errors that they commit in a match.
And usually for a team like Adamson, a team that's very disciplined, seldom do you see them commit errors, but that is why they are struggling at the middle rank of the standings for season 74. And obviously, right now coming into today's game, they have vengeance in their mind. One of the best receivers, if not the best receiver for season 74, Angelica Vasquez, had a chat earlier with our Bea Coronel.
Okay, so Angelica, you're going up against Ateneo today, a team na alam nyo namang kaya nyo talagang talunin. So ano yung mindset nyo going up against them, and what do you think you have to do para matalo nga sila?
Yun nga po, after nung 1 week na training namin, yung goal namin na kailangan namin sila talunin after ng controversial na game namin last ng first round. Yun po, kailangan lang namin ilaro yung bawat laro ng isa't isa. That's yung eagerness to win every game.
Okay, thank you, and good luck also later. That was Angelica Vasquez of the Adamson Lady Falcons.
The controversy that she was referring to was the yellow cards, the warning that was called upon, and the point taken away from Adamson. They will try to recover from that, and it's going to be, very exciting to see how the Lady Falcons will take on the Lady Eagles here today. We have Ateneo Adamson coming up next here on Studio 23.